time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time. Every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time I get it. Every time I get it. Every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time I get it. Every time I get it. Whoa, opposition can't touch me at all. I'm rising up every day and I never will fall. What you do, I see it all through a crystal ball. Swallow the wheel, baby, go, go, never stall. Whoa, baby, and what you think about how I flow, baby? You can see me rising up every single day. Got the GPS navigation, yeah, I'm on the way. And I'ma say it like, every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of WEF Strikeout. I am your color commentator for the evening, Alex Black. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, kicking off the action, we have Lumberjack taking on the former RUW 24/7 champion, the Captain Brent Oakley. However, if I were Lumberjack, I would have eyes in the back of my head, because it was either last week or a couple of weeks ago, Max Davidson had it out for him. And if I'm being honest, Max Davidson has had it out for Lumberjack since season 4. I don't know why Max Davidson hates that man, Lumberjack. Yeah, he just seems to have it out for him. And you know your job sucks when your general manager has it out for you. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. The Captain Brent Oakley versus Lumberjack to kick off Strikeout.
When you hear the horns, that'll let you know it's time. The Spartans going live, and we won't be denied. Like John Moran, if you ain't West, keep it on that side. So let's BDE and rise.
And here he is, the former RUW 24/7 champion, the Captain Brent Oakley. This man recently turned his back on Alpha Sigma Sigma at a Pro Wrestling Revolver remix show. He turned his back on the Spartan Brandon Collins, and he turned his back on his tag team partners. I don't know what the hell has gotten into Brent Oakley, but quite frankly, I don't like it. But maybe that means Brent Oakley feels he's better off alone. He feels he's much stronger on his own. Well, we're going to see if he can prove that. He battles Lumberjack here in this contest, folks.
And his opponent from Berea, Kentucky, weighing in at 176 pounds, Lumberjack.
And here comes Lumberjack, a man looking to make his mark as we approach the tail end of Season 5 and head straight in to Season 6. Season 6 is right around the corner, folks. We got a couple more PLEs before we get there. Ladies and gentlemen, Lumberjack versus the Captain, Brent Oakley. To kick off the night. There's the bell. We are now underway. And ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, later tonight, the 24/7 championship will be on the line. The Madhouse Jackal will defend that 24/7 championship, and I heard it's going to be a ladder match. But look at this now. These two just back and forth, and Brent with a disrespectful shot to the face of Lumberjack, and that is to be expected after his recent change in attitude and demeanor. And now look at this, raining down right hands on the face of Lumberjack. May just be looking to bust him open here. Oh my God. 10 right hands to the face. And Brent Oakley, so far in firm control of this contest as he delivers that senton. And the monkey flip to follow it up. Brent Oakley with that incredible athleticism that we all know he has. He's up on the top rope, calling for Lumberjack to make it back up, but Lumberjack, you don't want to do that! A standing swanton bomb from Brent Oakley wipes out Lumberjack. And now Brent, the swinging neck breaker. Brent Oakley feels he has this one in the bag. He is bringing the fight to Lumberjack here tonight, folks. And now Brent going over to the corner. What the hell is he thinking here? Oh! Front flip DDT, dropping Lumberjack right on the crown of his head. Lumberjack's going to have to roll out of the ring to catch a breather. He can't even stand up straight. Oh, but here comes Brent Oakley. Oh, but Lumberjack was able to recover, but only momentarily, as Brent is once again back on the attack. He's got Lumberjack up. Oh, snake eyes off the apron. Lumberjack just got wiped out. What a dive from Brent Oakley. And a knee right to the bridge of the nose. Lumberjack just completely unable to answer back here. Brent Oakley is bringing the fight. Got a hold of him. Oh, but Lumberjack was able to get out of that predicament. Lumberjack stepping back inside the ring, but Brent Oakley is just going to taunt the crowd here while Lumberjack is calm, cool, and collected. But Brent Oakley's right there, hooking up Lumberjack with the gut-wrench powerbomb. There's a cover. But only able to give the captain, Brent Oakley, a count of 2. Lumberjack just completely unable to answer back here. He has been in firm control of this contest practically since the bell sounded. And he is going up top, maybe looking on ending this match. Brent Oakley. Oh, he got caught. The strength of Lumberjack to catch Brent Oakley perfectly and deliver that powerbomb. And this is what Lumberjack needed. A chance to capitalize. A chance to get the offense. And Lumberjack is going to use that chance to his full advantage here tonight. And this is wise. Target those limbs. Target the arms of Brent Oakley. Because you can't deliver a captain's hook if your arms do not work. Oh, but just like that, Brent able to answer back, and it looks like these two are going to trade some shots here. Back and forth in our opening contest. The captain, Brent Oakley, versus Lumberjack, but Brent, was looking for a springboard something, but Lumberjack was able to get out of the way and delivers the power slam. I think Lumberjack may be looking to put the exclamation point on this match. Lumberjack connecting timber. And there's a cover. No, Lumberjack very nearly put this contest away. But Brent Oakley's not going to give up, but he may have no damn choice. Splash from Lumberjack. There's another cover. Could this be the end of the contest, folks? No, it is not. Brent Oakley still not going to stay down for any damn body. And now Brent connecting the spine buster into the cover. But still only able to get a count of 2. Brent Oakley's going to have to do a lot more than that, even though he's practically been picking apart Lumberjack throughout the entirety of this contest. Now Lumberjack pulling himself up on the ropes, but Brent with a clothesline dumps him to the outside. And Brent feeling confident, telling everybody in the arena to suck it. And Brent from the top with a senton. If I were Brent, I would just get Lumberjack back inside the ring, connect that finishing move, and get this contest over with, folks. Oh, was looking for a leg drop. Lumberjack was able to get out of the way. The action on the outside of the ring. But now Lumberjack has regained control of this contest. Official at a count of 6. These two may want to get back inside the ring. Count of 7 now. As Lumberjack sends Brent back in. Lumberjack back in himself. Lumberjack up on the middle rope for that elbow drop, but he didn't connect it. Brent was able to roll out of the way, trying to take advantage, but I don't know, Lumberjack's foot might be underneath the rope, but he was able to pop that shoulder up at 2 regardless. And now Brent, moonsault from the top. And Brent going back up top. Oh, was looking for the swanton. Lumberjack was able to get out of the way. And Lumberjack trying to sneak a victory here. No, very nearly got him, but not quite. These two just back and forth in our opening contest. Honestly, this contest could go either way at this point. But I don't know. I think Brent Oakley may be looking to end this match. There's an Irish whip. Brent with the rear view. And Lumberjack once again pulling himself up on the ropes. Oh, but Brent got dumped to the outside. What an opening contest here. As I stated, this could go either way at this point. And now Lumberjack with the exploding suplex connecting on the outside. And a stomp to the face of the captain. And it seems to me Brent Oakley may be in some trouble here as Lumberjack sends him back inside the ring. And Lumberjack going back up to that middle rope. But Brent back up to his feet, but he got caught with a double axe handle. And now Lumberjack looking to put an end to this contest. Curb stomp connects. That was able to bust Brent Oakley open. There's the cover. But still not enough to keep Brent Oakley down. What is it even going to take at this point? Oh, Lumberjack was looking for the super kick. Brent caught the leg. Exploder suplex. There's a cover. Could that finish the contest, folks? Yes, it does. Beautiful opening contest between these two. Look at that swanton bomb to a standing Lumberjack. But Brent brought the fight and was able to defeat Lumberjack. But Lumberjack tried ending this one, connecting the timber in this contest, but it still wasn't enough to put Brent Oakley away.
Here is your winner, the captain, Brent Oakley.
Brent Oakley securing one hell of a win in this contest, and what a fight that was, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the confidence on the face of Brent Oakley following that win. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have more action headed your way, folks. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, folks, we have the Demon Judas taking on Trenton Crusher. Now, these two have their own resumes, Judas being a former WEF Intercontinental Champion, Trenton Crusher being a former WEF Tag Team Champion. He was a former WEF Macho Man Champion. He was the last Macho Man champion in real life. But ladies and gentlemen, these two go head to head here. The leader of the Twisted Nation battles Trent Crusher in our next contest, folks.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Twisted Nation from the Purgatory, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Demon, Judas.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Judas is always ready for some competition. Last week, no, it was on RUW Decimation just this past Saturday. Judas took on the final chief, Jaron Walker, and very nearly defeated him. But Jaron Walker was able to pick up the victory, and he is now qualified for the RUW Elimination Chamber match, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is happening this Saturday live on Twitch. Although I may move it to Sunday on Twitch just because we got Decimation on Saturday. But here comes a former WEF World Champion, former WEF Macho Man Champion, Trent Crusher. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was one half of the very first WEF Tag Team Champions in real life.
And his opponent, from London, Kentucky, weighing in at 182 pounds, Trent Crusher.
Now, Trent Crusher always comes out to the ring with a look of confidence. He is very bold. This man right here has got a unique personality, but we're about to see if that athleticism that we know Trent Crusher possesses will show out here tonight. Oh, but Trent immediately got caught with a jab, and right out of the gate, Judas is treating him like he's nothing. Now these two are going to lock up. Collar and elbow tie up here, folks. Oh, but Trent Crusher showcasing his strength, able to shove Judas off of him. But there's another tie up, folks. Oh, but this time Judas driving Trent Crusher up against the ropes. Official asking for a clean break. Oh, but it's Judas playing dirty here. Oh my God. He just super kicked Trent Crusher's teeth right into the 8th row. Trenton may need to visit an orthodontist after this one. Judas seems to be making light work of Trenton Crusher here. Judas up on the top rope. Crossbody from the top. But Trenton Crusher is just unable to answer back here. Judas has him hooked, got him up, and setting him down. And now Judas, goodness gracious, he's trying to give Trent Crusher a head injury. Once again, treating him like he's nothing, but Trent Crusher is now answering back saying, I am something. But he's completely miscalculated on that crossbody. Oh, but this is what he needed. A chance to bounce back in this contest. Trent Crusher, oh, trying to sneak the victory, but not even able to get a count of 1. But Trent Crusher gonna do what he does best and continue the heavy offense. Now look at this. Now it is Trent Crusher's turn to punish and torture the Demon Judas. This is Trenton Crusher's opportunity. Moonsault right to the back. And Trenton Crusher may be looking for a big move here. Has a hold of Judas. There's the Irish whip. And there's that incredible athleticism being put on full display. Trenton Crusher going up top, turning himself around for the floating bro. If I were Trenton, I would just end this contest. Don't waste time, just hit the finishing move and be over. Now Trenton, was looking for a scoop slam onto Judas, but Judas was able to get that counter, and that could be all that he needed. He's got the arm bar applied, trying to rip the arm out of the socket of Trenton Crusher, trying to get him to tap out. He's going to dislocate his shoulder, but Trenton able to answer back. Couple shots right to the face will get you out of the arm bar. But Trenton was looking to rally, but Judas said, fuck all of that. Delivers the suplex. And now Judas, south of heaven. Trenton goes down. And this is that lethal combination I was telling y'all about. But Trenton able to avert disaster. Delivers the DDT. There's a cover. No. Very nearly securing the victory. But now, oh my God, what a kick. And Trenton going up top, could be thinking leg drop. And it connects. There's a cover. But Judas is still in this match. But Trenton Crusher going to keep on the heavy offense. He missed that splash. But he needs to take advantage of the fact that Judas is down. Trenton Crusher taking him back down. Now what the hell is Trenton Crusher thinking here? Trenton has Judas hooked. Was looking for the half and half suplex. Judas somehow landed on his fucking feet. And this contest continues, folks. Holy hell, these two back and forth in our second contest of the night. Holy hell, what is it even going to take to keep either one of these men down? We know Trenton Crusher has the small size and the small stature, but he has proved tonight he cannot be underestimated. Look at this, blow for blow between both of these men. But who gets the upper hand? It's Trenton. Couple of clotheslines to Judas. And able to sweep the leg. This is Trenton's moment to make an impact. There's a cover. No, only the count of two. But Judas has springed right back up. Trenton did not see that one coming. And he may be about to pay the price. Judas. What the hell is he looking for here? Hurricane Rana off the top. But Trenton very wisely rolling over to the ropes, but Judas might be looking for a big move here. Demon's Kiss connects. This one has got to be over. Are you? There's no way. But Judas is trying to cheat. Ref, feet on the ropes. How is this contest still going on? Float first off the top rope goes Trenton. And a kick right to the spine. Judas is just going to pick him apart, telling him to stay the hell down. Just stay down. That's all you have to do, and I'll give you some mercy. That's what Judas is thinking in his head right now. But now Judas, maybe looking for a Judas effect. Oh, but Trenton able to counter. Roll up on Judas. No, Judas turns it around and steals the victory.
Here is your winner, the Demon, Judas.
What a match. What a match. Trenton taking the walk of shame to the back. Oh, okay. At this point, this is uncalled for. You just had a banger match with Trenton. You picked up the victory, and now what message is he trying to send? Driving him into those steps. What the hell has gotten into the Demon Judas? Just relentlessly continuing the assault on Trenton Crusher after the contest has already ended. But ladies and gentlemen, we move on with the action. But ladies and gentlemen, hold up. Alexander Kelly is out here, and it looks like he's got some choice words to say. I guess we'll listen in, folks.
Max fucking Davidson. Bring your ass out here. Oh, and it seems like Alexander Kelly is calling out the WEF General Manager Max Davidson, and here he is. Alexander, this right here is a very, very bold choice, but it seems like Alexander Kelly has some choice words to say to Max, so let's listen in. There's a reason. There is a reason I wanted you to come out here. A couple weeks ago, I had a match with your WEF Macho Man champion. And you agreed that if I win, I get my shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. The way I lost was by countout. So, Max Davidson, now that you're out here, I want you to make a match official for tonight. I want my rematch against Jaron Walker. However, I want this contest to be no disqualification, falls count anywhere. And I want the same stipulation as last time. If I win, I want my shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship. And another thing, Max, another thing. It is clear to me, and I'm pretty sure it's fucking clear to everybody, both here in WEF and RUW, that my show is the A show. RUW is where the fuck it's at. RUW has all the top stars. RUW is what people look forward to every single damn week. The only man that has brought even a bit of relevancy here to WEF is staring at you right fucking now, Max. Ever since you became general manager, you ran this show to the fucking ground. WEF means nothing. RUW is where the fuck it's at. And I'm going to make it official right here, right now. The rest of the RUW roster, as well as myself, are going to prove that we are the A show. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm announcing it right here, right now. Max Davidson. I'm announcing it right here, right now. Right after the RUW Elimination Chamber PLE this Saturday, live on Twitch, there is one more PLE that I would like to do before we get to the season finale. Ladies and gentlemen, RUW Takeover. For those not familiar with RUW Takeover, if you missed the takeover that we did a little while ago, it is the one show a year where WEF and RUW come together for a PLE. The world champions will face each other. United States champions will face each other. Intercontinental champions. You know how it goes. But Max, last year, or whenever the hell we did RUW TakeOver last, I faced you. But that's not what I want. Okay? I don't want to face you. Because I'm sick and tired of having to face you all the time. I'm sick and tired of having to deal with your shenanigans. Alright? Max, the man that I want to face at RUW TakeOver is your Macho Man champion, Jaron Walker. However, if in whatever fucking universe you think you fucking came from, if Jaron Walker defeats me later tonight, then I will face you at TakeOver. But when Alexander Kelly puts down your WEF Macho Man champion later tonight, I will be getting my WEF Macho Man championship opportunity at TakeOver. We will prove, RUW will prove, we are the fucking A show. These people here know it. Hell, Max, even you know it. Okay? It's about fucking time I put the nail in the coffin for WEF. Okay? RUW is where it's at. We've got people like Roman Reigns, Jay White, Will Ospreay, Randy Orton. Who do you have? Jaron Walker. And that's about it. Jaron Walker and a couple other people who don't know how to fucking wrestle. John Moxley, your tag team partner. You and John Moxley couldn't even fucking win a tag team match early in season 5. And because of that, you two lost your jobs in RUW. But you know what? Max, I'll give you one last opportunity, okay? This week on RUW Decimation, I'll book you and John Moxley in a tag team match against the Vampire Brothers, Lucy and Damian Priest. If you win, you can have your job back in RUW. But Max, your career is going down the fucking toilet. And it's about time you need to face facts. Alright? What the fuck are you doing with WEF? When WEF was around in real life, the only man that came to mind when you thought of those 3 letters was Alexander fucking Kelly. I shot WEF to the fucking moon. Alright? The former WEF general manager Andy Omega helped get WEF off the map and get it the recognition it fucking deserves. But you wanted to be general manager of WEF. And since then, almost nothing has happened in this fucking company. Max, listen to me. You are ruining what I helped build. You are ruining what people like the Red Kingdom Destroyer, Chris Nitro, Lumberjack, as much as I fucking hate him, you're destroying what those people built. So Max Davidson, RUW TakeOver is your opportunity and the rest of the WEF locker room's opportunity to shine. Alright? Max, I hope you get your shit together by then. Because I'm sick and tired of having to watch you run WEF into the fucking ground. Alexander Kelly, out.
And ladies and gentlemen, we just heard Alexander Kelly make a statement for the WEF General Manager, the Outlaw, Max Davidson. Alexander Kelly wanted a rematch against the Final Chief, Jaron Walker. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be our main event tonight. Max Davidson has just made it official. But ladies and gentlemen, not only that, Alexander Kelly has confirmed RUW TakeOver. That is the one event throughout the entire calendar year that RUW and WEF come together for a PLE. And ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss TakeOver, but that will be after Elimination Chamber, some point after it. But ladies and gentlemen, we keep rolling with the action. Elena Black is back in action. We haven't seen her for a few months, but coming up next, she battles Priscilla Kelly. Elena Black said that she was going to take a break from professional wrestling. Well, it was just last month or a couple of months ago, she returned to professional wrestling, making a, no pun intended, impact in Impact Wrestling, TNA, I should say. And she is back in action here tonight in WEF as she battles Priscilla Kelly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Douglasville, Georgia, Priscilla Kelly.
Priscilla Kelly always ready for action. She is a former RUW Women's Fight Club champion. So I'd say, so far, she has made an impact in RUW, but ladies and gentlemen, can she defeat the returning Elena Black here in our next contest, folks? We just have to wait and see. Priscilla Kelly has been on a roll ever since she got signed to RUW, but now she competes for both WEF and RUW. But ladies and gentlemen, making her return, the competition here tonight, it's Elena Black.
And her opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, Elena Black.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Black made her statement known in TNA. She wants a shot at that TNA Knockouts Championship, and she will get past the rest of the TNA Knockouts division to get there. But tonight, she is about to prove that she belongs here in WEF when she takes on Priscilla Kelly. Making her return to competition. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait for this contest to get started. It has been months since we have seen Elena Black. She is back in action here tonight against Priscilla Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and sound the bell. There's the bell. We are now underway, and right out of the gate, Priscilla with a super kick to Elena Black. She said, "You may have returned to competition tonight, but this is WEF." Ladies and gentlemen, there's a collar and elbow tie-up, but look at this. Elena shoving Priscilla into the corner. Oh, and a shot right to the face, and that is to be expected from someone like Elena Black. Playing a little dirty here. Oh! Knee right to the jaw. And Elena Black is making sure that the people in attendance have not forgotten her name. She is making an impact, but now Priscilla Kelly has the single leg Boston Crab applied. All Elena has to do is reach out to the rope, and she is out of the hold. Oh, but instead Priscilla chooses to release the hold. And now a splash from the middle rope. Now Priscilla Kelly has gained firm control of this contest. Oh, but only momentarily, as Elena is back on the attack. Oh my God! But Priscilla nearly decapitating her with that clothesline. And now Priscilla, kick right to the midsection. And Priscilla maybe looking for a big move here on Elena Black. Priscilla just delivering these strikes. Has her hook for a snap suplex, connecting beautifully. There's a cover, but only able to get the count of 1 on Black. But immediately taking her back down to the canvas. Priscilla Kelly in firm control of this contest at this current moment. She's up on the top rope. Priscilla with the missile drop kick. And now what's Priscilla thinking here? Oh, she got caught. Elena with the dragon screw. Oh, but just like that, Kelly able to answer back. And Priscilla Kelly with a very wise strategy, going after the legs of Elena Black. Oh, and there's another clothesline. Priscilla Kelly just going back to the well, and it seems to be working in her favor. Now Kelly, look at the athleticism. Arm drag to Elena and taking her down with an STO. Uh-oh. And now Priscilla maybe looking about putting this contest away. Has Elena hooked. Oh, but Elena able to answer back, and that could be what she needed. Trying to steal the victory here, but only able to get a count of 2. Oh, what a senton. And Elena may have this contest in the bag, folks. Kick right to the midsection, connects the Jaded. There's a cover. But Priscilla Kelly is still in this contest somehow. But Elena gonna do the wise strategy and keep on the offense. Priscilla pulling herself up on the apron for a breather that Elena is not going to allow her to get. Uh-oh, Elena stepping to the outside. That is exactly where this action is going to spill. Swinging neck breaker right in front of my commentary table. What a contest we are witnessing here between both these ladies. As I stated, Elena Black wants to prove to everybody that she has not lost a step. But Priscilla Kelly just continuing to bring the fight. Face first off the apron goes Elena. Official at a count of 6. Priscilla Kelly stepping back inside the ring. But the official inches closer and closer to that 10 count, but Elena makes it back inside the ring. And she is answering back in this contest. And now Elena putting Priscilla Kelly in the corner. Oh, but Priscilla answers back with an elbow to the face. Oh my God! Trying to rip that arm out of the socket. And now Priscilla Kelly looking to rally in this contest. Super kick to Elena. Elena is down and Priscilla is going to capitalize. Calling for her to make it back up to her feet. Priscilla Kelly with the forearm from the middle rope. There's a cover, and she may have just ended this contest. But Elena gets the shoulder up at 1. She is not a quitter, and I will give her that. Oh, but she may have no choice but to give up if Priscilla is able to connect the Kelly driver. There's a cover. Are you serious? How is Elena Black still in this match? Uh-oh. I think Priscilla just got fired up, feeding off the energy from this crowd. All she needs to do is end this match, double axe handle right to the back of the neck. Trying to knock the lights out of Elena Black. But now Priscilla Kelly may be thinking about putting the exclamation point on this contest, kick right to the midsection. Oh, but Elena answers back. And it looks like these two are going to go back and forth, trading some shots here in this contest. Elena asking for more, and she is going to get some. Look at this. Just an all-out war between these two ladies. And look at this. Blow for blow between these two. Oh, but once again, Priscilla able to get the upper hand, but only momentarily. But now Priscilla putting Elena Black in the corner. Oh, shot right to the jaw. Now Priscilla into the cover. Could she have this match won? Yes, she does. These two went back and forth, but Elena Black, back in action, was not able to secure the victory just yet. But I sense a big future for Elena. What a match between these two. They just went back and forth. That was an all-out war. But look at this. Priscilla was able to connect the Kelly driver, but that somehow wasn't enough to end this contest just yet. Elena was able to kick out at 2. But right here, this move right here is what ended it. Elena Black could not take any more punishment, and she was able to be defeated by Priscilla Kelly.
Here is your winner, Priscilla Kelly.
Big win for Priscilla Kelly, putting down Elena Black. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more matches headed your way that you do not want to miss under any circumstance. Our next contest is for the RUW 24/7 Championship, and it is a ladder match, folks. The Spartan Brandon Collins Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I made a little bit of a mistake. I put the United States Championship on the line instead of the 24/7 Championship because I wasn't paying attention. But this will be for the 24/7 Championship. But it is a ladder match between the Spartan Brandon Collins and the Madhouse Jackal. Brandon wants his 24/7 championship back. However, Jackal is not going to give it up just yet, folks. Ignore the fact that this contest is for the United States Championship. That is my bad. But it is for the 24/7 Championship. So whoever wins gets the 24/7 Championship, folks. Let's go ahead and get into this, what is sure to be a banger ladder match between the Spartan Brandon Collins and the Madhouse Jackal.
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the RUW 24/7 Championship.
When you hear the horns, that'll let you know it's time. The Spartans going live, and we won't be denied. Like John Moran, if you ain't with us, keep it on that side. Soon as BDE arrives, you know the vibes. When you hear the horns,
And here is the Spartan Brandon Collins, former RUW 24/7 champion himself.
Introducing first from State in Ohio. Weighing in at 217 pounds, the Spartan, Brandon Collins.
Now, Brandon Collins has had a target on his back ever since he made his professional wrestling debut. As I stated during Brent Oakley's match, Brent Oakley turned his back on Brandon Collins. First it was Chris Danger, then it was Brent Oakley. Brandon Collins, you have an absolute war of a career in store for you.
And his opponent from Black Hill Sanitarium, weighing in at 228 pounds. He is the RUW 24/7 champion, the Madhouse Jackal.
Ladies and gentlemen, 24/7 championship on the line in this ladder match. That championship is above the ring, and obviously in a match titled a ladder match, you can probably guess the only way to win. Grab a ladder, climb it, retrieve the championship, and the victory and the title is yours. And speaking of ladders, it looks like Jackal is going to go ahead and grab one here, putting it in the ring. But Brandon, was looking for a knee. Jackal averted it. But Brandon sort of kind of connected that cutter. He didn't get all of it though. And Jackal was able to recover, delivering the headbutt to the back of the neck. Brandon on top of the ladder. Oh God! Kneecap first off the edge of the ladder. And now Jackal just making light work of the Spartan in this contest so far. And look at this, the strength that we all know Jackal possesses, delivering that power bomb. And Jackal may be about to make light work of the Spartan here. Putting him up against the ropes. Now Jackal, look at this, very wisely targeting that arm of the Spartan Brandon Collins. And now Jackal sends him face first off the canvas. Yeah, if I were Jackal, I would just set up that ladder and start climbing. Jackal noticed Brandon made it back to his feet. He said, nope. And Brandon trying to retrieve the championship above the ring, but Jackal very quickly puts a stop to that. The Madhouse going up top for the elbow drop. Brandon Collins maybe in a bad way here as Jackal continuing the offense. But Brandon able to avert disaster, but only momentarily as Jackal connects the neck breaker. And ladies and gentlemen, this ladder match is sure to blow the roof off the place, but Jackal maybe looking to retrieve his championship, but Brandon back inside the ring, and he's going to put a stop to that. He said, hell no. Oh, God. Lion salt to Jackal, who is laying on top of the ladder. Now Brandon searching for a weapon underneath the ring, introducing a steel chair to this ladder match. But Jackal said, no, I'm just going to get my championship. But Brandon said, hell to the no, you're not. And now Brandon with the elbow drop. And Jackal pulling himself up on the ropes, but Brandon has a hold of that ladder. If I were Brandon, I'd just smack him with it. Instead, he's going to put it up in the corner, but Brandon, miscalculating that drop kick. And Brandon with a knee of glory. from out of nowhere. And Brandon looking to set that ladder up. This is Brandon's moment to become 24/7 champion for the second time in his career. Brandon trying to retrieve the championship. He's got his hands on it. Oh, but Jackal looking to put a stop to that, yanking Brandon off the ladder. These two are going back and forth in this ladder match. And now Jackal answering back with those elbows to the midsection. Out of the ring goes the Spartan. But I don't know, this may be Jackal's opportunity to climb the ladder and try to retain his 24/7 championship. Instead, he's just going to do whatever he can to keep Brandon Collins down. Jackal back inside the ring, and he's going to climb. Oh, but Brandon. Oh, momentarily getting Jackal off of him. Oh, but this is Brandon's moment to capitalize. Brandon, oh no, very badly miscalculated that crossbody, but now Jackal with the spine buster. And Jackal once again looking to retrieve his 24/7 championship. He's got one hand on the title. Now both hands on the title, but Brandon looking to put an end to that. Oh, but Jackal shoves him off. But Brandon is going to continue the offense. Oh my God. These two just back and forth. But it looks like Jackal is climbing down, but Brandon is going up. These two now on the ladder. Holy shit. Oh! Brandon able to avert disaster. Jackal was looking for a big move off the ladder, but Brandon was able to counter. Brandon averted disaster for now. Uh-oh. Jackal on top of the ladder. Goodness gracious. Jackal gets hit hard into the canvas. Oh, Brandon was looking for another knee of glory. Jackal dodged it. Oh, just stomping Brandon's face right into that ladder. Oh! Headbutt by Jackal connects. And now Jackal looking to keep Brandon Collins down long enough to retrieve the 24/7 championship. Connecting the Claymore. Brandon rolls out, and I believe Jackal has this one in the bag. I believe Jackal has just retained his 24/7 championship, but Brandon has made it back up to his feet, back inside of the ring. Oh no! Brandon putting a stop to Jackal retrieving that 24/7 championship. What is it going to take at this point? Oh! And now Brandon, he's going up. If I were Brandon, I would just hit a big move off the top of the ladder, make sure Jackal stays down. But Brandon looking to get that 24/7 championship. But Jackal shoving the ladder, but Brandon still has a hold of the title. Oh! But the electric chair drop from Jackal puts an end to that. At this point, this isn't even a fight for the 24/7 championship. This is a race. This is an absolute chase for the 24/7 championship. Look at the welts forming on the back of Brandon Collins. These two on the outside of the ring. Oh, Jackal just hawked the chair, but Brandon was able to avoid it, and Jackal sends Brandon Collins down. And this is Jackal's moment to retain. Jackal once again going up, looking to get that 24/7 championship. Oh, but here comes the Spartan. This is what I'm talking about. This is an absolute chase for that 24/7 championship. Brandon Collins sends Jackal down. And now Brandon has a hold of the ladder, setting it up in the dead center of the ring. Brandon going up top, but here comes the Madhouse. Oh, very quickly putting Brandon in his place, delivering the headbutt. And Jackal may be looking for a big move here. Shoulder tackle turns Brandon inside out. Oh, but Brandon springs right back up, but Jackal's on the outside, and Brandon's going to take advantage of the fact that Jackal isn't even in the ring. Brandon going up top, but Jackal has a hold of that steel chair. Oh, and Jackal putting a stop to Brandon, trying to secure that 24/7 championship. These two just back and forth in this ladder match. Oh, but Brandon with a neck breaker. Uh-oh. Brandon going up top. Brandon with the frog splash. This is Brandon's moment. He just needs to climb, and that 24/7 championship could be his. And now Brandon making the slow climb up the ladder. But Jackal once again putting a stop to Brandon. But Jackal shoves the ladder over. What is it even going to take at this point for either one of these men to secure the 24/7 championship? Jackal introducing a kendo stick to this ladder match. And he's bringing the fight to Brandon, breaking that kendo stick right over his body. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see what's going on. My monitor just restarted for some reason, so I'm having to watch whatever's happening on Twitch right now. I can't even tell what's happening. Jackal lining up for the Claymore. Oh, and he gets it. Claymore has connected. This is Jackal's opportunity to climb. He's setting the ladder up in the corner. I don't know. He's wasting time. Oh, and it looks like these two are going back and forth in this contest. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest continues. My monitor is back. Oh, look at this, blow for blow. And Brandon Collins has just been busted open. But now Brandon. Oh, looking for the near glory. Jackal counters. What the hell? Jackal has a hold of that steel chair. Oh my God. There's going to be nothing left of Brandon Collins when this contest is over. He's going to be a grease spot on the ground. Famouser though connects. Now Brandon setting the ladder up in the corner. But this is Brandon's moment to capitalize. Brandon has Jackal up. But Jackal springs right back up. Brandon, though, going up top. Brandon with a double axe handle. This is Brandon's opportunity to set the ladder up and climb. Oh, instead, Brandon might be looking for the finishing move. Brandon with the blockbuster. If I were Brandon, I would just climb. I don't know what he's doing. He's wasting time here. Now Brandon ascending up the ladder, trying to retrieve that championship, but Jackal puts a stop to that. Uh-oh. The Madhouse delivers the Claymore. And that could be all she wrote for the Spartan here. Jackal setting that ladder up. And he is going to climb. And Jackal may have just retained that 24/7 championship, folks. Jackal's got both hands on the belt, and Jackal retains. What a ladder match, folks. Beautiful contest. I don't know what the hell happened with my monitor just a few moments ago, but it appears we're back in business. What a contest, folks. Look at this knee of glory from Brandon Collins. Both of these men tried several finishing moves to put the other away, but it wasn't enough to end the reign of the Madhouse. Jacko's been one hell of a dominant RUW 24/7 champion.
Here is your winner, and still the RUW 24/7 champion, the Madhouse, Jacko.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a contest. First of all, what a show it has been so far. Every single match on this card has been an absolute banger, but ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached that time in the show. It is main event time, folks. Alexander Kelly versus the final chief, Jaron Walker. There goes my goddamn monitor yet again, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, we heard some very choice words from Alexander Kelly. He wanted a rematch against Jaron Walker. However, this rematch is a twist. The last time these two fought, it was just a one-on-one regular contest where Alexander Kelly lost by countout. Obviously, Alexander Kelly was not happy with the outcome of that match, but ladies and gentlemen, they have a rematch. This time, falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. But ladies and gentlemen, if Alexander Kelly is somehow able to pull out the victory against the final chief, Jaron Walker, he will earn a shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship at RUW TakeOver. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into our main event. And this is a man who has stood on business recently. He is not taking shit from anybody anymore, folks. Here's Alexander Kelly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. If Alexander Kelly is able to secure a victory, he will earn a shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship at RUW TakeOver. Introducing first, representing Death Incorporated, accompanied by the RUW Women's World Champion, the Harlequin Kylie Paxley, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 204 pounds, the RUW Internet Champion, the Joker, Alexander Kelly.
Alexander Kelly, a man who has stood on business recently, even if it is getting himself involved in his girlfriend's title matches to make sure she comes out on top. Alexander Kelly is a dumb son of a bitch, if I'm being perfectly honest. Honestly, I hope Jaron Walker squashes him like he's a damn insect. Because all Alexander Kelly is to me is an 8-legged spider who has no venom.
And his opponent, representing Vibe from Yonkers, New York, weighing in at 346 pounds, the WEF Macho Man Champion, the Final Chief, Jarrett Walker.
Man, I hope Jarrett Walker makes light work of Alexander Kelly. I really do. I hope Jarrett Walker puts Alexander Kelly in the dirt. I hope Jarrett Walker ensures that the only next opponent he faces for the WEF Macho Man Championship is the winner of the Big Rumble, Chris Nitro. But look at the size of this man. The size difference is obvious between Alexander Kelly and Jarrett Walker. But ladies and gentlemen, Kylie Paxley will be in the corner of Alexander Kelly for this contest. Let's keep an eye on her as this contest progresses. Yeah, that is not going to work out for you, Alexander. I don't care. Oh, Jarrett Walker saying, get the ever-living fuck off of me. Look at this torture rack, and now planting the Joker, Alexander Kelly. Now look at this, Jarrett Walker, goodness gracious, showcasing that strength, flattening Alexander Kelly, and now Jarrett with the H-bomb may have just knocked out the lights of Alexander Kelly. Hell yeah, Jarrett Walker. Hell fucking yeah! Running power slam. Now a senton to the midsection, flatten that son of a bitch. Flatten him. Oh, but keep your eyes on Paxley. This is no disqualification, false count anywhere. She can get involved all she wants to. Oh, she just tried to hit Jarrett Walker. Holy shit. Yeah, how smart was that, Kylie? Alexander Kelly up on the top rope, but Jarrett trying to get Alexander Kelly down, and he does. There's a cover. Only the count of one, though. Alexander Kelly searching for a weapon. Sledgehammer introduced, and that could be all he needed. That is the damn turning point of this match, folks. I'm sure of it. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Oh! Oh! Back and forth. Oh, my God! Jarrett Walker just flattened the Joker. But Kylie trying to put a stop to Jarrett Walker, but nothing is working here. Now Kylie, oh, kendo stick shots to Jarrett, just trying to keep him down, trying to keep him incapacitated for Alexander Kelly to capitalize. But Alexander got caught. Spirit bomb from Jarrett. Oh my God. Jarrett Walker looking to put some light work on Alexander Kelly. Jarrett has him up, turning him inside out and upside down. Jarrett up on the top rope with the splash, flattening Alexander. There's a cover, but Kylie just broke up the damn pin. Uh-oh. But now Jarrett, kick right to the midsection. No! He's going to drop Alexander on the top of his head, but Alexander able to counter. And that could be exactly what he needed. Alexander Kelly literally has to do everything that he can to keep Jarrett Walker down. Oh! Boot right to the face. I knew that Kylie Paxley would get involved in this match one way or the other. Honestly, I wish those two would just go away forever. Oh, but Alexander, this is his moment. Kick to the midsection. Alexander, no, was looking for a pedigree. Jarrett, able to get the counter. There's a damn cover. But only the count of two. But Alexander Kelly's getting absolutely worked over here. Oh, but Alexander able to answer back, delivering the clothesline. If I were Alexander, you know, I would just maybe go for like a low blow or something. Do anything to keep Jaron Walker down. Oh! Spear! He just speared Jaron out of his shoes, and Alexander gonna search for a weapon. Kendo stick back inside the ring, but Jaron very quickly able to put a stop to that. Oh, but Alexander was able to catch Jaron, sends him outside to the ring, tumbling to the floor. Oh, but Jaron is completely surrounded right now. And this might be Alexander Kelly's moment to put him away. Falls count anywhere. But instead, Alexander's going to put him back inside the ring. Alexander too busy taunting on the apron, but he's able to connect that buckshot lariat. And now Alexander with the taste of danger. There's a cover on the WEF Macho Man champion, but only able to get a count of 2. But Alexander needs to keep on this heavy offense. He may be looking about ending this match. No! Jaron able to get the counter. Clothesline from Hell Connects, but Kylie Paxley yet again breaking up the pin and planting Jaron Walker. She is going to ensure that her boyfriend, Alexander Kelly, gets the victory by any means necessary. Alexander bringing the kendo stick to the outside. Oh, just throwing it at Jaron Walker here. And now Alexander. Oh, buckshot to the outside of the ring. Now it's Alexander Kelly wearing down Jaron Walker, but I don't know. This match may have had a very different outcome if Kylie Paxley was not out here. I wish both of these two would just get fired, but I know that'll never happen considering Alexander Kelly is the general manager of RUW. There is a cover on Jaron Walker, and Alexander Kelly has just earned himself a shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship at RUW TakeOver. But if it wasn't for Kylie Paxley, that match could have been very quick with a very different outcome. Jaron had this match won if it wasn't for that woman on the outside of the ring, Kylie Paxley. Look at that, taste of danger from Alexander Kelly. We was looking for that BFT, but got turned inside out with a clothesline from hell, and that is where Jaron had the match won. But Kylie just had to get inside the ring. But look at this, pedigree connecting on the outside of the ring. Was able to defeat Jaron Walker, and I cannot believe this sentence is coming out of my mouth. Alexander Kelly has just earned himself a future shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship.
Here is your winner, the Joker, Alexander Kelly.
Listen to this crowd booing the living hell out of both of these two. They know Jaron Walker runs the division. They don't want somebody like Alexander Kelly taking his spot. Alexander Kelly has been WEF Macho Man champion before, but ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go to hell just yet. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of WEF Strikeout, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch y'all later this week for an episode of the RUW Fight Club and for RUW Decimation, which, by the way, we have a huge match in store for you in the main event of RUW Decimation when Adam Cole gets his shot at the RUW World Heavyweight Championship when he battles Chris Danger. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss RUW Decimation under any damn circumstance. I don't care if you have to work. I don't care what you're doing. Save it for later and catch it later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in if you did. Remember, take care of yourself and love yourself. We are out of here. Deuces.